It's true, guys. It's not clickbait. It's me, Swagz, the Mashbill. Today, it's just in. After a lot of thought about things that have gone over the last few months, I've realized a few things talking to some people that I've been Debbie Downer, or whatever you want to call it. Always talking about my problem, how bad things are, how things aren't going my way. You know, even after the thing where we did people donated money to help me to get through until I got a job. And then I got the job, and things should have gotten better. They did did to a point. But then I went ahead and did some other charity streams for Hope for the Day, and for Wheels. Now, the Wheels thing, everybody's seen the videos and everything else, and we know that's all going good. And the Hope for the Day thing, the money got to them and stuff like that, and that's all great and good. But I failed you guys. I failed my subscribers. I failed myself. I started the new job, and I was like, oh, well, I'll be off by 1:30. I'll have more than enough time to do all this stuff and do my lives and Instagram and, everything that I was doing. And yeah, for the first week or so, exactly that's what happened. But then the bottom fell out. The other guys that I was working with decided to quit. Ended up being by myself, and my hours ended up getting increased, and then I got less and less time to do things. And it's no excuse. It's no excuse. I made promises to people. So with the charity stream stuff, I made a commitment to people that were donating that I would get in their bottles. And I have communicated with some people like Top Shelf Dustin and some other people that have been on lives with me or in the chat or whatever like that, and told them that I'm really trying to get this together. But I hadn't done it yet. So what are they supposed to think? So I received an email from a subscriber who, let's just leave it at, it wasn't nice, but I deserved what was said to me. To a point. I've never wanted to do anything but help other people and their channels. It was hard for me to call Chris and talk to Chris, and then Chris decided to do that stream and stuff because I felt, I guess it's the pride thing. And then everybody talked to me and told me how I was appreciated by the community and all this other stuff and everything else. And it was awesome. You guys kept me going and not disappearing into the ether over the past year or so. Well, since, almost a year, way over a year, almost a year and a half since I joined this community. You guys have been my back. I mean, you guys have had my back the whole time. Now, I've talked to a few people, and I know there's some others that are going to go ahead and say that, it's not that big a deal, but it is. It is to me. I failed people. I failed people that I actually, people that I look up to, but people that I respect, and I had respect from, but basically, right now I don't deserve it. So that being said, a few other things have happened in the last week or so. Some people know about them, some people don't. There's people that will hear about this later. That will hear about this when they contact me after they see this video, and they'll be informed. You know, if you want to know exactly, I'm not going to get name names. I'm not going to, but if you want to know in general where I'm at headspace wise and everything else, don't be afraid to reach out and DM me. Don't be afraid because I'm going to be gone for a while, that you can't reach out to me just to say hi, because it's going to help me get through this. So basically what it comes down to is I let people down. I let myself down. I got away from what made me the Mashbill. The Mashbill did shout out videos. The Mashbill did Instagram. The Mashbill didn't do his lives were on Instagram. He didn't do lives on. He would jump on other people's lives, but he didn't do his own lives for a while. So, and I've been around the whiskeys and everything else long enough, and I've said enough about me having a crap palate and everything else, and people wanted to tell me that, like Bobby and some other people telling me that people want to know what I actually think. And I need to get to that point, but I can't do that right now. So I'm leaving YouTube lives. I'm leaving all the lives. I have one commitment that I have for the Battle of Utah over on Livewire Whiskey. Whiskey Mountains against Mr. Whiskey Shits. I said I would be involved with it, and so I will finish out that one. Quite possibly because I can't. It's hard, I might at least jump on for a few minutes on one of Scotch Down Under's streams just to say my piece. But right now, I'm not in the right headspace. I am not the Mashbill, the Stan, the Swagz, whatever you want to call it, that everybody liked me for, which was the guy who made shout-out videos, the guy who joked around in the chats and messed with Dan Shook constantly, the guy who was in every single chat that he could possibly be in, sometimes multiple ones at the same time. And so I need to get back to that. I need to get back to doing what I was set out to do, what I set out to do from the beginning, which was elevate other people's channels, do shout out videos, have a little fun, and be happy. I haven't been 100% happy in a while now. I don't think I've recovered. I recovered from that last stint in depression before I got the job. I thought I had, but I guess not. It's affecting me at my job. I mean, people at the job don't know my history like y'all do, but they notice. They've only known me for a few weeks now. It was 6 weeks, 8 weeks. But they're noticing, they're like coming up and they say, "Hey, you doing all right? You don't look like you're too happy." So when that happened, and then friends, Whiskey 2 friends that I've reached out to, told me basically the same thing, that I'm talking about how miserable, or not miserable, but how bad things are going for me. I mean, what do you call it? Charlie Brown syndrome, whatever you want to call it. Lucy keeps on pulling out the football. Every time I'm right there and I'm getting ready to freaking kick it, life pulls life seems to pull the football out in front of me. So what I am going to do is that I have commitments that I made, and my number one thing is my number one focus to get to happy stand is to fulfill those obligations. Now, those obligations include Battle Utah. Those obligations include getting everybody bought their bottles and everything that I gave away personally on those charity streams that I hadn't got out yet. Now I have to go through my list, but I'm pretty much sure that Ruben Barajas is the only person that we met up and I gave him his bottle. Tito, we've already talked. He lives in Orange County. I was at work, and when I met him last time, or else he would have got his bottle of kosher. He'll get it next time. But William Davilar, Top Shelf Dustin, Sherry G, Mark Rowland, Doug, even though you texted me and saying you're moving to go ahead and give those samples to somebody else in another giveaway, they're still your samples. So when you get to, if you do move or anything else, once you get there, you send me that address, you still get those samples. So you don't, I made a commitment. I told you that you won those, you're going to get the damn samples. I know there's other people that I'm missing right off the top of my head. Deborah Cohen, like I said, William Davilar. Everybody will get their stuff as soon as that's my number one focus. Once this video is done, my number one focus is to get that to meet my commitments, and then fix me, or not say it's never gonna be fixed. It's impossible. It can't happen. Because depression is like alcoholism. Sorry, guys. I just say it that way. You're never cured. You can just be better. And so with that, I say I want to be the best. I want to be the best freaking Stan Wagner, the best Swagz, the best Mashbill, the best whatever you want to call me. But I want to be that guy that everybody liked, that everybody wanted to come hang out with on lives, or wanted to come and chat or whatever. So the lives are going to stop until I can confidently and honestly go on screen being happy. No timeline for that one. Not this week, but soon I will get back to shout out videos. Yeah. So I will get back to shout out videos. I am going to work on some content, real content. I've got all these bottles that I keep on drinking on lives, but I'm not doing anything with them. I'm not talking about whiskey anymore like I used to. Yeah, I've had a couple good days. The Whiskey Crusaders was awesome. And I hope that when Sarah and Matt and stuff, that when they see this, they know that that's one of the best, literally one of the happiest days I've had in a long time. I want to thank the people who helped me realize that I need to stop being a sad sack and get back to being happy Stan. They know, well, I want to say they know who they are, but screw it. I don't give a damn whether you want me to say your name or not. Chris Hot Buttery Rolls, Uh, Cheech Arlino, Shits and Stall, and I hadn't talked to him yet, but we had some we did some texting or some DMing the other day. Brian Kilavy, you might know him as Kilco Whiskey Musings. There's a few other people I need to talk to, obviously, and I'm sure some of whoever sees this video, someone's going to go ahead and reach out and ask why I didn't call them and talk to them. Because this was something I've been thinking about. I talked to some people about the other night, and it's something that took a lot of thought. And once I made the decision, those people who I'd already talked to about it that were talking about the fact that they noticed that I'm not happy anymore doing this, or I'm not happy doing it right now with the lives and stuff like that, that those are the ones I reached out and told them that they were right. I really, really thought about it, and they were right. I have fun watching the lives, and yeah, I know everybody tells me to shut the hell up or whatever because I talk too much. But the reasons over the past few lives I've been sitting there not talking is not because they're doing that. I make it into that where, well, you guys always tell me to shut up because it's funny. Because then I can laugh about it for a second. Everybody thinks everything's okay. It's a facade. It was a facade. It's been a facade for two months probably. I'm not talking on those lives as much because I don't think that what I have to say is worth shit right now. So that's going to end all this. As it says on the thumbnail, it's only for a little while. Live wise is going to be a long time. I think it's going to be, I can't give you a timeline. I'm not going to give a timeline. I've been told don't give a timeline. If I feel happy as hell in 2 days, then I feel happy as hell in 2 days. As long as I don't know why I do that every freaking video. But there's no timeline for the lives. I might pop up here and there. Right now, there's only two. Please, anybody else, don't get upset about this. There's only two people right now. If they reached out to me and said, "Hey, I want to bring you on a live talk about what's going on with you or whatever," that's Kilco and Rot Gut. Rot Gut because I miss Rot Gut. He's Ed was one of those guys. I don't know what it is about Ed, but he always knew exactly what to say when I was feeling like shit in a chat or whatever. And he was always, for some reason, he'd always show up at the perfect time when I was like searching for something to say. He'd always show up in a chat and just pop up real quick and say something, and then, so, and he's been gone for a while. And if he asked me to do a live with him to talk about stuff, then I probably would. Kilco, because me and Kilco, he has his own mental issues. I have my own. I mean, he has his own mental struggles with mental illness. They're not the exact same as me because I don't have ADHD as extreme as he does. And I don't really have, obviously, problems being around people. Or not problems, but anxiety associated with being around large groups of people. But he's very, very helpful when I need somebody to talk to because there's no get over it syndrome or you're just going through a phase. He can relate. The same with, Cheech has got all his shit going on. And he's got all his ducks in a row in this game. Everybody struggles with something, no matter what it is. But there's some people that are struggling with a lot of things that they'll never tell anybody about because it's not their business. Me, I just been pretty much as much of an open book as I possibly could be. So I will see you again on a live. And I hope that when I do go live on my channel, that some people want to stop by and say hi. And I hope that if I decide to pop up on a channel to try to get on a live, that people want me to be there. So I'll go ahead and finish this video. Tell you that I will be, you'll see me soon enough when it comes with doing a shout out video or that situation. I'm not dropping completely off of Instagram. I won't do any lives on Instagram, but I'll start getting back into chats and being more active in Instagram. Then I've kind of neglected it, and I feel bad because I do have friends over there, and like Jeeper and Kimmy, Whiskey Throttle, La Formula, freaking Neanderthal, like I said, Jeeper, VA Bourbon Dogs, Dalton, Bourbon Bell, all those guys. And I've neglected their friendship. I admit it. I've been so involved in, or not say involved with, just trying to get. I didn't realize that after not working for so long, that going back to work can bite you in the ass too. And it did. It caught me. And so now I'm making up for it. Now I have to make up for it, for myself, for the people that I let down. And I'm very, very sorry for doing that. I hope that everybody can forgive me, and we could, that once I come back, that everything will be good. And this isn't just so you know, it's not just a mental health thing. It's also a physical health thing. I suffer from type 2 diabetes, and I've been neglecting it, and it's starting to bite me. It's biting me in the ass a little bit right now. Nothing major that I can tell of so far, but stress, being tired, some other things, no matter how much, sometimes I get a lot of sleep, sometimes I get no sleep. I started having twitching in my face. That's why I was in the emergency room a week ago Monday, because I thought maybe that my Bell's palsy is coming back. And right now, as I'm doing this video, I can actually feel freaking my right now. I'm having like micro twitches, and it's really freaking annoying. And that has to do with stress and tiredness, and just putting myself in a situation that I should have never been in. So basically, I got to get my shit straight. So hopefully, I know this is a freaking 25 minutes of bummer, but hopefully you made it to the end of it so I can say to each and every one of you, I love you. I love the fact that you hung out, that you stayed around through all this crap over the last few months and didn't unsubscribe. But I'll be back. You can spread the word. I'm not, if people start asking, there'll be people that'll know. I'll still be in touch, and I'll still be in the chats lurking. I'll pop up in the chats every once in a while. But as Truman said, good afternoon, good evening, and good night if I don't see you again. Also, I was looking at it today. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. And in the immortal words of Ozzy Osbourne, I'll see you on the other side. I love you guys. Bye.